What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? We're back here with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here, man. So yeah, man, we're here with the Heroine Collection, aka the Peppy Gals banner of 2023. And yeah, man, we do have two okay units, but of course, as you guys see, man, in the description, it's a skip. So as you guys know, this is a blue coin banner, and they're trying to give you guys some incentivized things to summon, but it's just not worth summoning for right now. So as you guys know, man, global, you guys are getting this banner. We already got this on JP, so that's why I'm making this video. So for global people, it's just a skip, man. You guys just got more news and more incentives to skip, which is why you should have skipped Turles. You should have skipped Spirit Bomb Goku, and other banners if you probably didn't feel you need to summon on them. But here, this banner, it really doesn't give you any incentivized way to summon. But the game, instead of you spend 150 stones for 3 multis, you can spend 30 stones per multi, and then after that it goes back up to 50. So if you want to do the 3 multis, if you got 90 stones, I would say that's not as bad, if you actually just like pappy girls. If you don't really care about girls in the game at all, like waifus, it's an insta skip 100%. But if you want to try to get one of these girls, maybe you don't have any of them and you just probably want to snipe one of them, you could do that if you want to go that route. So we're going to go over 18 and we're going to go over MAMBA. Those are the main people. But here we have Launch getting easy A, Oceanus getting easy A. We have Fasha and we have Chilai. Now Chilai, she's okay. You can run her in different setups. Fasha, she's more of a defensive unit if you want to put her, of course, just on the Bardock team. But Launch, sure, Peppy Gals unit, and Oceanus, we was hoping to be a great GT boss with Omega, but her EZA was mid and she didn't help them at all. She was very trash. Baby was better, but again, he's an LR, so we don't want to compare him to Oceanus, but we wish Oceanus was better for GT bosses, but she wasn't. She doesn't even have the GT main tag for like GT villains or something like that, because it don't exist. So we got a lot of stuff that we could do. Not Oceanus don't have that. Oceanus has GT bosses, but mainly for, I believe, MAMBA, she only got 3 tags, and we wish that MAMBA had a villain tag. But like I said, Oceanus, when I was talking about her, mid GT boss, and her EZA was trash. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first, 18, very decent unit, but she's very situational. So as you guys know, man, you got to run her with this Peppy Gal setup, and you also got to run her against like a physical enemy. So if you're fighting a physical enemy, you're gonna get all these different things here in her passive, and she can build up, but just keep in mind her build up is quite slow. So if you're in like some long content, I'm pretty sure she can start build up for a good while and then start doing a lot of damage. But in shorter content, this character is not going to work. She's going to get killed very, very fast. So some short content you can get away with, depending on how hard the boss hits. So if it ain't no crazy red zone or anything, you may be able to get around to it. But if it's crazy enough, yeah, she's not surviving any hits. But yeah, man, that's just how both of these characters work. They're both situational. But it's good that she's raising attack and defense, and that's good, a good thing. That's the only thing I can mention. But that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, she has the typical links, for like the Android 18 type of character. So you can probably run her along another Android or 18 team, even though she's mainly in Peppy Gals. But not too much about this character we want to talk about a long time. Like I said, you're skipping anyway. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. MAMBA. Now this is what I was talking about when I got caught up about the categories. Like I'm saying, man, she's here just on Peppy Gals, Earthlings, and Battle Wits. Like I said, it's crazy that they haven't came up, because we have GT heroes and we have just regular GT. But for villains, is either just regular GT, which she has in her link skill. But since she's not on GT bosses, she doesn't have that link. Also, we're hoping that they just combine or make up another category, GT villains or something, which they said down here in the thing. So there's no category they can give her, because they have not came up with like a GT villains or something like that. So if Omega had something like, at the time when he was released, GT Bosses, GT Villains 170 or something like that, or whatever. She would have been on that team with Omega, the Carnival one, but they can't be ran like that. So it's like, that's stupid. But hopefully they get this category thing fixed. I will not hold your breath on it. But this is a Peppy Gals unit. She also leads Peppy Gals, but like I said, I don't think her percent is higher than some of the main Peppy Gal leads. I'm not sure if they highest go to 150, if not a 130. Their leads are kind of lacking. I'll show y'all that in a second. But she gets some defense. The main thing you don't like about her is that she causes supreme damage to an enemy and she lowers attack. So a lot of people were using her along with Launch against the Red Zone Vegito Blue, and I seen a guy beat them with a full Peppy Gals team because they kept debuffing his attack, so he wasn't able to just do a lot of damage. So she was able to build up off him, and she also supporting here just like 18 is as well. And she was able to they was able to kill him and beat him easily with relative ease. They made it really child's play. But again, he was an STR enemy. As you see here in passive 18, the enemy has to be physical. So as you see here, she facing this STR enemy and she can debuff them. She can be very, very good. But in that situation where she's not facing the STR enemy and she's not getting these additional things, it's not going to reflect upon her. Like I said, is she the worst unit in the world? No, but this is not somebody you want to be wasting your stones on. So yeah, man, that's what MAMBA is in a nutshell. And you also get these characters in a general pool too. So me, who skipped these banner, and of course I summoned on other banners, I end up getting MAMBA eventually, which I do have her on my account, and I did awaken her. But like I said, I don't really use her. There's no point. She's not in no main teams. But if I do use Peppy Gals, I will be using MAMBA, especially if I'm fighting a STR enemy. But 18, I didn't get her yet, but I know I will get her eventually. Like I said, they're in the general pool, so you're not gonna miss them. They're gonna be coming when you're summoning for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, even though the chances are not high. Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, even though the chances is not that high, it's a possibility you'll still get them. So keep that in mind. They're not limited to where you're not gonna be able to pull them on their own banner. But yes, this MAMBA just there in a nutshell. But here are the easy A's. Like I said, she's Launch. Like I said, she has raising some defense, lowers attack and defense. I think this was very, very useful. Like I said, they was combining this with Mambas when they was facing the STR Vegito Blue. Even though she has type disadvantage, they was still lowering his attack so much he was not doing a lot of damage to this Launch. So that was nuts. So Launch, pretty decent for the Peppy Gals team, but nothing crazy. Like I said, she's on the banner, but it's not a character you just want to get and then easy A, and you're not going to really run this unit really that much. But then the other units they got easy A, we was talking about Oceanus. But like I said, she is on GT Bosses, but like I said, this character here, the easy A was mid. She didn't get a lot of things going to her stats, and she didn't really get a lot of good things going in the passive for her to be warranted to say, okay, we're gonna run this GT Bosses team with Omega and LR Baby getting his to actually be a good team. If this unit was actually very good, it could have been an easy good staple for GT Bosses, because Baby is decent. I wouldn't say he's the best, but they could have just gave us a better Baby in the future, or just another unit. But this unit could have stayed very, very good for a long time for GT Bosses until they got some more help. But this unit doesn't help GT Bosses at all. So it is what it is. This is not a unit you want. So hopefully, like I said, if you guys have got to the end of the video, hopefully you're just saving for, in this banner where, I hope if you do throw in the 90 stones, if you got that to waste, hopefully you get 18 or MAMBA or whoever one you want at your choice. Like I said, if you want one of these, other featured characters, hopefully you get one of them. But like I said, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is coming. This guy you don't want to miss. This guy's very, very good. Also, we just got the news for Heroes. I want to say that in a separate video because I actually love Heroes. But again, in Dokkan, they're not fairly represented. They are mainly stuck on normally on crossover categories and heroes teams, and they're not really that good. So hopefully that curse is broken this year, where those hype units just doesn't suck. So you guys know we do have Super Saiyan 3 Rose transform into Super Saiyan 3 Rose full power. Then of course we have Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, which is also nuts. That's gonna be coming. A free to play Toa, and then of course we got the awakening for Black Janemba. I know you guys want to say modified, but I'm not calling him that. Black Janemba and Golden Metal Cooler. So I hope those awakenings are good for them, so that way the heroes team become a better team overall, and also the other units that are new are not too restrictive. You guys already know about the Rose Fumble this year with the Dokkan Fest. The LR was a lot better, but we wanted a new Rose overall. So them coming back here with this Rose, hopefully he is not restricted to just crossover. So if he can be ran in other villain setups, like just even the Future Saga Goku Black's setup, or Future Zamasu setup, like the tech ones, that can be very, very good. So hopefully they don't screw that up. Hopefully they don't make them too restrictive to that. But I want to say that for a separate video, talk so much into it about that. But skip MAMBA them. Like I said, you have heroes coming up, you have Super Saiyan 4 coming up, and other potential banners that Global hasn't got yet. I'm not gonna say Super Trunks, he's a skip as well, but Global, save your stone, especially man if you're FTP. Don't waste it on these girls units. Just don't. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.